All right, guys, welcome back. This was the final match of the normal season in Masters, playing against Bret, and I had played Bret once before. I can link that video over here if you want to check out that one. And learned my lesson from the first match, where I think I really need to be playing 8-ball. If I have the sense that my opponent might choose 9-ball, I want to be in these 8-ball games. I want to, make sure that I'm getting some innings, get a chance to find my rhythm. And the last one kind of threw me off, so I needed to do some work to settle back in. And in the previous match with Bret, he's a good player. He's got a lot of experience. I really like him. We get along great. Bret, I know you're out there. I know you watch the channel, so thanks for agreeing to be on here. And yeah, it was funny when I won the lag and chose 8-ball. He was like, "That's not what you usually do," because usually I take the break. But Bret can play, so we got to make sure we don't let this one get away. And he's got a good opening here, and going with the solids, he's really just got to negotiate the 2 to give himself a shot. Looks like he's rolling through this ball, kind of just get up and out. Okay, he was able to sort of power through. There's a lot that can go wrong with that kind of shot, but luckily in this case he got a little bit of a nudge and he's got to look at a few things. So the 1 on the side, the back cut on the 7. Yeah, this one seems okay. Pattern might get a little tricky here though, picking these off. He's going to land on the 4. This can be a tough position, so he's got to commit to a specific side of the 1 ball here. He gets down on it pretty quick though, so I think he's got a good sense of where he's headed. So cueing low at that, kind of out and across. This is really well played. And now he's got the option. Could play either. Most players are going to go for the 1 ball here, and he gets right down on it. So I think he's already sort of in stroke. I don't know how his previous match went that day, but he's able to get out and around. Nice little nudge on the 5 ball there to move it into position, and as long as he plays a good speed on the 5, he should be able to get on the 8. A little bit of an adjustment while he's down on the ball there, but nice speed, good kind of recovery from that adjustment, and makes an unmissable 8-ball here to start off with a break and run for Bret. Let's go. Queuing up for that sort of 2nd ball break. Couple clusters to deal with. And I've got the option here. Right off the bat, it's looking like solids might be a little nicer, especially with the 12-14 the way that they are. The 13's not in a great spot, but it is makeable. This was a few weeks ago now, I don't remember if the 6 goes past the 11, although I suspect that it does, just based on how it looks from here. At this point, I'm just looking to claim. Could play the 7 in the side with the 4 as a backup. I'm not sure if the 2 ball cuts naturally or if I would have to play the 3-2 combination. More likely it's the combination. The 3 goes down here, so I could play that and roll through, but I think I just claim with the 7 ball. And I'm still coming off a little hot from that last one, just sort of frustrated, So I think my pre-shot routine is going to be a little more rushed than it might be normally. Coming up off the 4 ball here, and I don't think the 2 ball cuts on its own. We're gonna find out. Oh, I see. Okay, I was gonna try to, because the 5 wasn't in a good position, I was gonna try to move the 5 by cutting it up the rail and having it go off the 2, but I think here again, just sort of rushing it a little bit. It takes me a game or 2 to settle into this set, but I remember finding a good rhythm eventually. He's got to address the 14-12. Early in the rack like this, you could start to... Oh, he's got the option here off the 15. You could think about going safe, try to lock up your opponent, get ball in hand, and make the run out a little easier, but he does have the breakout. Bit of a stun, low left. Okay, focus probably a little too much on the breakout. Leaves me a tester on the one ball. The 3-5 combination is playable from up table, but I'd need to make sure that I'm in a good zone for it. That's what I go to look at right now. The 6-2 combination is also playable. So it'll be a little touchy to get through this pattern, but basically you just have to bear down and make this one ball and roll this up table. Just need good mechanics on this one, yeah. That works out nicely. I get on the 6-2. It's tempting. It would have been nice to be in here, sort of a thinner cut on the 2 to move that blocker. It looks like the 3-5 will go, but the cue ball is going to want to run down table. So I'd have to think about where the 3's headed and then also give myself some kind of shot. I line up the combination here for the 6-2. Probably part of the thinking is I'm feeling safe because the 14-12 is still clustered and the 15-13 is not in the best spot. From here, I think I should take the 6 and try to shape the 3-5 combination. But I seem to remember that I go after the 3-5. You're just not guaranteed position on the 3, and getting back out for the 6 is pretty tough from the 3 ball. So I think the 6 ball is the better play. I'm looking at it, but I don't think I go for it, do I? Yeah, I don't think so. So the 3 is going to cut the 5 in, and 3 is naturally going to want to go to the rail here, which doesn't really avail you too much unless you get the 3 to go here and the cue ball to go down below it, and then maybe the 3 plays up in this corner. But kind of put myself in a tough position. So I played it, okay, I played it kind of firm. Just sort of unfortunate to get that double kiss off the 3, and I get blocked behind the 8. Completely blocked in the sense that I don't have a look at the 3 ball. I remember that situation. So from here I have to sort of swerve around the 8 into the rail first into the 3, but you have to give it enough speed so that something hits a rail afterwards. Besides that, what else do you have? 2 rail kicks probably blocked by the cluster here. I think I'm just trying to swerve into the 3 with speed. Not enough speed though. So make a hit on the 3, but no rail after contact. That's tough. Bret's got to address the 14 and the 12 situation here. Not that you really want to turn over the table, but I think you could consider just pushing the 12 into a better position from underneath it and then glue them onto the 14. I think I'd rather play it from down here. Open up that cluster and then also lock them up. He tries to, nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. He had enough room behind the 12 to tuck me under the 14. And this is kind of a touchy one rail kick, sort of off angle. You've got room, you know, and you can go rail first into the long rail, but kind of hard to judge. I'm gonna sort of sight in my one rail kick system, but this is awkward. Doing kind of a big shift there, big parallel shift that I think is just, this is again a few weeks ago and I was maybe too loose with the system. Shifting over, it looks okay. No, kind of off. Yeah, I didn't shift properly. So he played a really good safe. And I don't know if I love this. I think if you want to take care of the 15-13, I'd rather play the 15 in the side and get up above the 13. But this can, I mean, this can work out. playing the 13 first. The 9 ball's kind of touchy too because the 8 blocks a lot of it. So is he going from the 13 to the 12? Yeah. Gets a bit of an angle on the 12, which is nice. So he should be able to get the 14 or the 15 after this. A couple turnovers in this rack, so Bret's got a really good chance to get out here. And he's on the 9, which is nice. So does he play the 9 now? I probably would. Running through this with some inside, but kind of a tough spot. Now he has to take the 14, but it does naturally want to take him across table to get under the 15. And you have a lot of room to play the 15 in the side. So it's really just slice in the 14 with speed control, or let your stroke out and go across. Sort of into the window and then out of it and into it again. Overcut the 14. He leaves me long on the 3 and the 6 here. You could play the 3. The 3 goes past the 6, and you could draw off the 3 to get a cut on the 6. But I remember liking basically just a high ball on the 6, maybe a touch of inside to straighten it out. I want to hit shots like this early in a set to settle myself. And if I hit this well, I'm going to feel pretty good coming away from it. You see the action on that cue ball? So hit that pretty nice. I go to double check my line, but the 3, basically a stop shot on the 3 is dead straight on the 8 in the left side. You just don't have to do too much there. And just pop this guy in. All right, levels things out at 1-1. 8-ball sets can be a little crunchy, as we know, right, in the Masters format. So I'm going to try to not... Good break. This head ball break's working out for me really well. Good pop. Stayed right in the center. It got kicked around, I think, as I moved in front of the camera. But another interesting layout. So stripes look okay. If I could take solids here, I think probably, not that I have the option with APA Masters, right? But taking solids would mean play the 5 on the side. I don't know if the 3 goes past the 14, so that could get a little dicey. For me, with stripes, I don't know if the 14 will go, if I can back cut the 14 to the top right corner here. So I might be looking to just open this up. Am I sending it back towards the 7? Potentially off the 7? Wouldn't be a bad play. Block it. Oh, it goes. Nice. Pretty good chance of that going. Now, unfortunately, the 15's tied up. Did not anticipate that. I don't think I even considered that as a possibility. Just an oversight. Didn't end up with a great look at anything either, so probably just send the 10 back in the same direction. Overplayed it a little bit, so went into the short rail. It could have turned out better, but oh well. Bret's got a long shot on the 7 with tough shape for anything after that. He might have the 3 in the side. Yeah, it looks like he does. So he can just go thin off the 3, up and down. Ooh, super thin. Okay. 15 is still a problem for me. So what am I doing on that? Can I get to the 15 from the 9 ball? So the 9 goes in the side. Can you come into towards the 15 this way? Play into the 4 ball and come across? That's what I'm looking at. Or just roll right into I don't think I can get onto the 15 from there, can I? I'm lining it up like I can. Obviously, I have a shot on the 10, but it doesn't really avail me a great position. Oh, okay. I'm just going to roll the 15, claim the pocket. And if I hit it full enough, it has a chance of going and giving me the 13. That's pretty nice. but I did not give myself the 13. So I hit the 15 really well, but maybe just the speed wasn't there. Because you not only have to hit, in order for it to roll through, you not only have to hit it really full, but you have to hit it at the right speed. If you hammer that, it'll slide. Or so I'm just trying to take a long cut on the 9-ball here. It's very missable. I didn't take enough time on that either. Fortunate to get rid of the 7. Oh, the 9 almost goes, which would have kept me at the table. Bret's got another chance. Here again, another 8-ball rack with a few innings. His 6-ball's in such a tough spot because nothing really gets you into here that easily. Where is he going? 5 in the... He's just trying to push the 5. I don't know if it went. Okay. I've got the 10. I do believe I have the 9, but I have to get rid of the 13. With the 9 hanging, I think the best play is go after the 10 and get up table into this area to give myself a look at the 13. Even a thin cut on the 13. You could certainly play the 9 to get onto the 13, but to me, I think it just seemed a little tougher to judge it with the 9-ball hanging like that. Whereas with the 10, the cue ball's maintaining a lot of its momentum, and it's a thinner cut on the 10, so it's naturally going to want to come down table. But I just had to pick the right speed and kind of correct it. Just a pinch of inside, I'm pretty sure, here to straighten out the line. This is very touchy. A little help from the 2-ball. Ooh. Thank you, 2-ball. Could have gone wrong in terms of getting on the 13, but I knew that I always had the 9-ball to back me up. Not much to do here. Just pocket the 13. You're always going to land on the 9. I pulled away from it a little bit just because I'm getting cute. Not even chalking. But not a big deal. Not a game changer, really. Yeah, I'm hitting those good. Come on, give me something. Look at this leave. Oh my goodness, I remember that. I mean, if you're going to break dry, that's not a bad outcome. Yikes. All you can really do is make a good hit. It's tough to really get safe here. He might be able to come pretty thin off the 10 and glue me on the 1-ball. That's touchy. I mean, any of this is going to be touchy, right? You're either going thin off the 10 or the 1. Oh, I don't like this. It's too risky, man. I hit it fine. Yeah. I'd rather avoid the masse whenever possible. But he was in a tough spot. There's a lot that can go wrong, even going thin off one of those balls, like I said. Basically just anything you can do to avoid giving up ball in hand. In this case, solids look pretty nice, especially because of the 13 being blocked by the 8. Getting short side on that could be tough. So I'll probably look to claim solids by opening up with the 2-ball and getting me out of the cluster. Kind of an easy speed here to not roll too far away. Just center table. Cool. I didn't know I could hold it that much. A little more speed would have helped, right? To not end up on top of the 3, but luckily the 1-ball bails me out. 5 doesn't go anywhere, so I have to solve the 5-ball. Besides that, everything's got a pocket. Get to the 5 as early as possible. If I leave that until last, I'm gonna have problems. Out and around. picking off the 7. Maybe I want to try to get from the 3. Matt, the 3 ball could give me the 5, right? The 3 goes here, and then, yeah, end up in here for the 5. That's got to be the consideration, because the 6 and the 4 are very playable compared to the 5. I've got a decent line on the 7 ball, but you have to get good on the 3 so that it takes you to the 5. So how do I get there? Punch across. Get up above the 3? I don't know about that. Because I don't think the 3 will go off the... I can't get it past the 15. Can I play the 5 from here? Probably. Don't take the easy way out, man. Don't shoot the 6 or the 4. I think I have to shoot the 5 here, because then you still have the 3, 4, and the 6 to back you up. Shoot the 5. Don't. No, I'm gonna be silly. I'm gonna try to play the 6 to get on the 3 or something, and the 3 to the 5. The 5's not a comfortable... Oh, I'm going for the 4. The 5's not a comfortable cut from here, to be clear, but like you have a shot on it. I was trying to... I think I was trying to get from the 4 to the 3, and then the 3 to the 5. And now I'm awkward shooting over the 6 into the 3. Again, the 3's playable, but yeah, I don't love that. This is classic shoot yourself into a corner. I think you play safe now. I'm going to attack the 6, though, because I'm still pretty aggressive. I'll look at the 3 again. I don't know. This is, you know, you can cue this. Yeah, I think maybe just commit to the 3 and to get on the 5. Okay. Ease up. Give me that 5 ball. Ugh. Oh, I think it just slightly overrolled. That was a pretty good attempt from where I was. I didn't get it, though, did I? I think the 15 is in the way. Just slightly off. That would have been really nice. Twas not to be. Oh my goodness. People slamming the camera today. Now what, dude? Get the 5 out of there because you still have a look at it? Yeah, it doesn't go. Did I even think about jumping the 5 ball? It's just occurring to me now. You don't want to have to do that if you don't have to, but that's very jumpable. You're pretty likely to get a look at the 6. Well, just getting rid of all the balls. Now do you try to tie something up? 5 off the 10 and put the 5 on top of the 15? Yeah, okay. Not very strong. Not the best decision. Turn this over, and Bret really does not have too many problems here. I think the 15 and the 13 are your biggest issues. He's going after the 12 on the side. Out and around. Raise the 11. To go short side on the 13? Well, that worked. Okay. You got to take the 13 now. If the 15 goes past the 5, he could get out. That'll do. Jumping right into the 15, so it must go. Off the 5, that's fine. Okay. 14's a nice key ball, but really the 8 is going to go from anywhere. So you just need to pick where you're comfortable. 14 can be a little tougher to shape the 11 or the 9. You just put a stroke on this 9-ball? Yeah, probably. Coming out short side on the 11, which is going to work out. You just need to pocket the 11 and you're always going to end up on the 14. Ooh. That will do. Nice. Bret's going to get out. I played a really silly pattern. I got rid of all my balls and then basically gave him a good chance to do this. Made some good shots, some good positional decisions. He's going to level it out at 2-all. Okay. We got to stop the bleeding here. Don't do an 8 on the break. Threaten the pocket. It's looking like stripes for me. No major issues. The 9-ball, I guess, needs to be addressed. 11's good to claim. Get out towards the center of the table. Then I would have the option of the 14 or the 10. If I get good on the 10, I can roll into the 9. Or if I get above the 15, if I get into here on the 15, then I could roll into the 1 and the 9 to clear that out. But just right now, focus on claiming and giving myself a shot. That can work. I think there's enough room on the 10-ball to cheat it and still stun into the 9. Chance of running the 9 into the 1-ball and having a shot on the 9. Otherwise, the 14 might be on right now. Cut the 14 in the side and roll into the 1 and the 9. Sending the 9-ball towards the pocket for the 10. That might be the higher percentage overall. Yeah. You just need to make the 14 in the right spot. Oh, I came too thin into it. Still works out, right? Give me a shot. That'll be okay. That'll be okay. Misjudged it a little bit, right? I wanted to go into the other side of the 9. I have a shot at the 10, it seems like. Maybe I don't want to take the 12 on the side. 12 on the side's not a bad decision from here, though, right? Because you end up with a 15. I think that's the play. 12, 15, 13, 10, 9, 8. Get out of there. Oh, boy. Okay. The angle was a little off. It might have been hard for me to leave myself the 15 unless I slow rolled it. Did not end up behind the 5, which is really nice. Have a look at the 10. You're going to miss that 10-ball. Let's see. Break that one down. Rushed it, probably. Didn't really follow my normal pre-shot routine. Probably just got excited. Like, okay, I'm getting out. Yeah. Just missed the ball. Stroke wasn't that fluid. Yeah. Not much to do here. Oh. He's going to block me. Look at this. Of all the places on the table, I deserve it, right? After missing that 10-ball. Okay. Okay. One rail kick into the 15. Go into the left long rail, maybe with a little spin. The 2 is big. 2 is a big ball here. 2 rail kick into the 15. You're queuing over the 5. You've got a chance of running into the 15 or the 13. Honestly, as long as you get it past the 2, you're going to run into one of the stripes. 1 rail kick, same deal. Get around the 7, and then you have a lot of stuff that you can run into. Gotta play it. Oh, I ran into the 7. You gotta play it with the right speed too. Probably needed to shoot past the 7 with a little bit of check side to straighten it out. Not the toughest spot to get out of, but I had lots of options. Haven't settled yet, that's for sure. So, ball in hand with open layout. You need to make sure you have a plan for the 6. I think take it now and then use the 3. Yeah, this is good. Nicely played. Good stroke. A little bit of inside. Landed pretty sweet on the 5. You might be tempted to take the 5, but you have to have a plan for the 2 and the 4. I might just do that. I don't think the 3 really gives you much. You gotta work a little harder to get from the 3 to just have to get back on the 5. If you're already there, I think the play is play the 5 and then the 2 to drift over for the 4, because now he's got a tougher shot on the 5. Okay, he had the 2. It's a good stroke. Still has to work a little bit to get from the 5 to the 4 or the 4 to the 5. Because he's on the wrong side of the 5 in order to go towards the 4 ball. Unless he wants to just stop it there. Okay. Still workable. A little bit of a shift. He's making it though. Oh, he's getting a bad roll, isn't he? I guess it had to swing back. I had a couple of weird ones this rack. Played a good shot on the 4, but a little too thin into the 4, and naturally that's going to roll into the 8. Just unfortunate for the 8 to end up completely blocked. I mean, there's so much room up here for him to not end up with any kind of look at the 8. You don't want to kick into this 8 ball to send it over here because the cue ball can scratch. So I like his decision to go long. And he makes a good hit. Hits the 8 and a ball hits a rail. Could have been worse, right? He's not giving up ball in hand. From here, the 9 ball is very playable. You just need to make sure you get above the 13 and the 15. I don't think I would want to try to hold it for the 10. You could roll into the 13. Yeah. Okay. That seems fine. Bunch of options here, but the 13-15 is a little more clustered than it was before. So I probably have to play the 13 and kind of stun out for the 15, get above that. The 15 probably goes in the side. 10 obviously goes, and then you'd have to... I think the angle on the 10 is a little too steep to come back out. So just clean up the blocker right now. And pinch off that. Maintain a little bit of an angle on the 10. I wonder if the better play there was the 13 first and get above the 15. This is fine, but maybe just not the highest percentage pattern. This is going to work out fine. Just draw off it and play the 13 on the right side. Overdid this a little, didn't I? Okay. Cut it in the side. Sort of high ball. Naturally high ball you might not even need inside. That looks pretty natural from here. I remember being in this situation though and not liking it. I remember wanting to stroke it a little more and come out. It's also a shot that I'm working on, so I haven't fully integrated this yet, but this kind of shape can work out really well. But obviously you see the speed's off. You just got to clutch up for this one. Long, pretty straight in. Hit it at a good speed, but thankfully just didn't sell out. I think a lot of players would try to bank this. You're turning the cue ball loose. Yeah, so you'll see people try to bank it here. I don't mind going to the side. He looks like he's lined up pretty well. Oh, just barely. That was into the point. It was well judged. Here's another tester, though. I think you just roll this in. Yeah, stay level. Good rolling cue ball. Kind of stay still. Don't jab at it. Just get clean through the ball. A little punchy, but that will do. And that puts us over into the 9-ball set. I'm only up by 1 game. 8-ball set was a little dicey. One ball got stuck down there. Normally the 1 ball's going to come up table for me. I've got a good look at it, though. I think I didn't look at go down to look at the back of the ball. I'm still rushing it a little bit. You see that? Tempo's still kind of off. Again, not by much, but that's a very makeable ball for me at this point. I think Bret's got a good option to get safe. Don't believe the 1 goes in the side. Hard to judge, maybe. Even if it does, it's hard to get on the 2, right? Oh, he's going for it. Played that pretty nice. He's got a thin back cut on the 2. Might end up running into the 4 if he cuts it properly. Oh, is he trying to draw off this? Oh, I don't know about that, Bret. Ugh. Tough. I don't know, man. I think cutting it thin, go into here, and you just speed control to stay on that side of the 4, or you go to play into the 4. I guess I'm curious about the thinking of drawing that. Like if you're coming off the 2 and into this rail, how do you land on the 4? Maybe let me know. If you're watching this one, drop a comment. Speed control here. I need to get under the 6. And these have been feeling really good. It's kind of like the shot that I had to get on the 13 in the 8-ball set. Let the angle do the work for you, right? Set up a severe cut angle and just judge your speed. Anywhere from here down to here, I mean, you've got a lot of room to get on this 6-ball. You just need something workable to get on the 7. The 6-8 combination certainly goes, but just overly complicating things if you can get a clean shot on the 6. And I just have to draw back here to give myself a shot at the 7 with an angle to get above the 8. That's fine. Yep, pretty natural. Have it dig into the short rail. Bit of a high ball. Yep. Again, maintain the angle so that I can come across for the 9. Now I'm settling. Normally the 8-ball set will settle me. For some reason, it was kind of like weird reversal on this day of league. All right, grab that one. Pull ahead a little bit here. So yeah, normally this break, I'm kind of drawing off the rack. One ball, wow, the one ball just didn't, it got kissed up here, but it barely moved after contact. Got a good look at it though. This could be runnable if the 6-7-9 situation is workable. If I get straight on the 5, I could play short side on the 6. But first things first, we have to get good on the 2 and the 3. Good speed. Nice. I can draw off this, cheat it just slightly. It's got room to go past the 8 because I want to give myself a bit of an angle on the 3 to come across table for the 5. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, a bit more angle on the 3 would have been nicer, but I should still be okay here. I should still be able to get over for the 5. The other option, I guess, would be, yeah, okay, I'm looking at this, getting under the 6 from the 5. I don't know if I considered getting straight on the 5 and playing short side on the 6. That looks pretty good from where I'm sitting now. Yeah, my routine's looking a lot more consistent. That's where I wanted it. That's where I planned it anyway. Now come back out and get under the 6. Sort of low outside if I can straighten it out enough. Otherwise, I'm coming into this rail and down here, and you're kind of flirting with the corner. If you go in and around, maybe rolling through this works a little better. Oh, I'm looking at it like I can get above the 8. I can. Overplayed this. Scratching. Ah, that hurts. The line was good. I got into the long rail, the right long rail, where I was judging it, but just a little too firm. Just kind of got excited there, I guess. Bret's got a really good chance to catch up here. Pretty natural to get on the 7, you know, play the 6 here and then come down into here for the 7, back up and out for the 8. Or get on this side of the 7, come out and up for the 8. Either way, yeah, you could, you know, play here and then draw back. There's a lot of room. The 9 ball's not that big. Looks like he's queuing low. Yeah, little pinch. Overdid it. The rail first is on. Yeah, he can't be happy with that. This is still going to work. This is still going to work out. The rail first took a lot of the cue ball's momentum, so it didn't get above the 8 like you would have wanted, but you just got to bear down here. I think follow through. Give yourself a shot on the 9. He's following it. Tester. I would take an extra breath on this one. Maybe chalk up. Nope, going for it. A little bit of an adjustment. Oh no, man. He hit it so solid. I didn't want to assume that he was just going to give it to me, but I do get that one. Yeah, he hit it so full that the cue ball just rolled straight through it. I changed my break because I wasn't happy with how it was working out before, and this does look a little nicer. A bit of a better spread here. Not the easiest, especially getting onto the 3. The 2 does not go past the 8, so I'd have to look at a 2-8 combination, turning the cue ball loose a little bit. I think I go for a safe here. I think I try to send the 2 down table and have the cue ball go off the 2 and tuck him under the 8. This one, I think, was just kind of experimenting a little bit, feeling safe, generally speaking, because the 2 and the 3 are going to be tough. Not always the best decision, right? You don't always want to go for that, but I think I just wanted to see if this, yeah, and I double kissed the 2. I just wanted to see if that shot is playable. Got away with it. That's just a lucky roll. Between the double kiss and the speed and the fact that the 4 ball's in the way, I mean, that's just lucky. Call it what it is. Gonna kick into this and make something happen. Good hit. Yeah, lands me on the 2 ball. And let's take a look here. Do I need to nudge the 7 away from the 9? The 3 probably doesn't go past the 6. I might have to look at a 3-6 combo. You don't really have to move the 7, I guess, but I might be able to just pinch off this. Yeah, I didn't need to move it. So roll the 3 into the 6. The decision is, do you let the 3 roll up towards the 8 so that you have a 3-8 combination? Or do you roll the 3 into the 6 and let the cue ball go above the 3 so that you're here, and then maybe you're playing the 3 in the side or the top left? Yeah, I play it with some pace to get back out above it, but not enough pace. Play off the 3 into the 8. The 3 banks. I might just be playing a bit of a 2-way bank. Play the 3 into the, yeah. Wrong speed though. Kind of misjudged it. Looking to play a 2-way where I'm sending the 3 towards the corner. And if I miss it, it comes out into here. And it didn't, I didn't play it with the right speed. Giving up chances. From here, I'd rather play the 3 off the 8 than try to play the 3-8 combination. I think that's, unless the 3 goes clean. Cool, that works. 4 to the 7's not too bad. I think you just need to put a good stroke on it, tip below center, and you're going to end up with some kind of look at the 7. I'd probably try to get cute. Oh, I'd probably try to get too cute on that and draw down to get sort of straight or below the 7 so that I could get easily on the 8. So he jaws the 4, and can I draw off this to get back down onto the 7? This is touchy. You have to have a good feel for this because the 4 is slightly off the rail. Sort of coming across. I don't think I can roll. Maybe I can roll through this. Okay, see, I tried to pull away from it and I draw it too. I don't think the speed was really there either. But he's in kind of a similar spot. He's obviously not shooting at the 4 from as far away. But this one's tough to judge. He and I are both kind of struggling with this, getting good shape from here. He's going to come across. Oh, man. What a bad roll. I like the decision to go sort of a Z shot style. This is very hittable. If you kick into the left long rail first, you have a chance of making the 7 in the right, in the top right. From here, it might feel a little more hittable, but maybe something happens. Not really. Just making a good hit is good. You don't want to... Maybe he and I'm not sure, he and I were talking about maybe kicking it into that corner, but... This is a tester too. I'm settled though. I think there's a good chance I make this ball. Just let the cue ball go across table. Center cue ball. Don't need to do anything fancy. Oh, I ended up hitting cueing kind of low. This will still work out. I didn't need to hit low though. You end up flirting with the side pocket. You could see it was tracking towards the side. Speed control here. Just roll up on the left side of the 9 ball. That's good. Oh, I remember some mental chatter on this one, getting down on it. It doesn't happen often, but I was just thinking about my channel. It's like down on that ball, and I was like, man, how silly would it be if I'm doing commentary and I have to tell everybody that, like, oh, I'd make a good out, 7 to the 8 to the 9, and then I missed this 9 ball. It's like, okay, thanks, brain. It's really not what I need right now. Also the kind of thing where you need to stand back up. But it does not go down that way. I make the 9. Tell my stupid brain to shut up and move on with my life. Do I push from here? I don't like to push. If I don't have to, I'd rather not give my opponent the option. If there's a good safe, you got to go after the good safe. From here, the 1 ball's in a tough spot. And getting from the 1 to the 2 could be tough. I might just be kicking into it to try to push it down table. But I missed the ball. Almost get it on the way back. Hit it bad in the sense that I didn't give it enough spin to curve into the 1. I think the plan was spin into it, send the 1 up, and have the cue ball come back down. But the spin just didn't take. Yeah, I just hit it bad. Not a bad decision, really, but poor execution. I like how he's playing this. Off the 8. Oh, boy. Wow. Okay. Maybe safe again. Kind of touchy, but if you go full into the 2, get it past the 5, cue ball rolls into the 5 and the 9. Oh, pretty firm. He's going to give me a look at the 2, maybe? Oh, awkward. Long back cut. It goes. The 2 definitely goes. Getting on the 3 is kind of tough. High touch of outside takes you here. Let it open up a little bit more. I'd maybe just focus on the make here. Just cut this in. Center left. I'm going inside because I'm a crazy guy. Yeah. Why though? The center left looked pretty natural from here. I might need to work on that. I do need to work on that. Now I have to play sort of a kick and stick. This is very hittable. This could work out. Yeah, with these, you're going into the rail with a good amount of spin. Curves into that object ball, and then if you hit the object ball full, the cue ball sort of stays there. Close, but not the right speed, and not full enough on the 3. That's one that I need to practice for sure. I have the concept, but it's not automatic, not even close. Kind of get away with it. The 3's not easy. It'll cut in the side, but it's tough. he going safe or is he attacking this? I'm not sure. He sent it up towards the 4, but I don't think the 3 would have gone in the bottom right. We have a bit of a cluster developing down there with the 6, 9, and the 5. The 3 is not in a great spot. If I try for the 3 cross side, I can end up on the 4. Playing kind of a stop shot bank. Oh. Catch and a roll. Well, that's possible. It's always possible, but obviously not what I played for. I'm just going to zip back down for the 5. Oh, and I draw that. The 4 ball doesn't want to go in the bottom right. He's got a tough one now. Honestly, just a stop shot on the 4. Like, just focus on making the 4. You're going to get a look at the 5. And the 5 is probably pretty easy, especially going off the 6. I think there's enough room for it to go clean, but the 6 will help you out. Oh boy, yeah, overcut it. You saw it go into this rail here. All right, guys, get ready for this one. This is a finish him situation. The 4 goes, you can bank the 4 here, you can bank the 4 here. What I look at is the 5, 9, 6 combination is on as long as I hit the 5 properly. So I end up playing, you've heard about the sort of offense-defense two-way. I go for like an offensive, pure offense two-way, where I'm banking the 4 here and playing the 5, 9, 6. Low left. 6 goes, the 4 goes, and the pool gods decide to reward me with a tough but very playable 5, 9 from downtown. I'm just going to go for it. Like, ball's in my court now. And you've got a lot of leeway on that 9 ball, so that does wrap it up. Good game, Bret. Always fun playing with you. I was able to figure it out by the end of the day, so hope you guys enjoyed this match. Last one of the normal season. So playoffs are coming up. In fact, the day of recording, it's actually tomorrow for me. So nervy. We're getting nervy out here. It's a big deal. I think, we're in second place. I think we're not guaranteed to keep second place, but we have to put up a big fight to get in first place. It's going to be tough. So no guarantees there that we're going to qualify for Vegas, but we are going to give it our absolute best. So I'm just wishing good luck to the rest of my team, pulling for everybody. We're going to be out there tomorrow, so stay tuned. That's going to be some really good content, and you will be seeing me again soon.